welcome to Romantic Wednesdays with Poetry. I'm Alisa Agnes, your host, and I believe it's time to get real and spill some tea or coffee. So today I will tell you more about two poems which come from the 10th cycle, The Broken Chapter, and you will learn more about Must Be Enough and Who Am I For You Now. So these are very short poems, and I guess this episode will be also kind of short, and I kind of feel tired right now, even though I've just had a cup of coffee. I don't know, that's maybe because of this weather, and I've been just to a little walk, So I will read you I Must Be Enough right now, and later I will tell you a few words about this. So here it is. I must be enough. I must be enough for myself. Prince only comes once in a lifetime. So that's this poem. It's really short, as I've already told you. So it's simply about this moment when you realize that you can truly only count on yourself, and that's why you must be enough just for you. And it's all about this kind of idea that women always wait for princes to appear in their life, and I feel like prince only comes once if he ever arrives anyway. And I also think about another song that I wrote lately. It's called Once in a Lifetime. So it's a little reference to this poem as well, I guess. You will learn more about this song that I wrote lately in March in a few years, because it will be a part of my next poetry book, which will come out one day in the future. I mean, it may take even a few years. So this poem is simply all about this very simple kind of message, which is just about being enough just for you. So it's a little bit of feministic kind of thought, I guess. So maybe right now I will read you the second poem. It's called Who Am I For You Now? So here it is. When you wonder who you are for him now, I'm not your friend, I'm not your lover, I'm not your girl, I'm nobody. So that's a very sad kind of poem, as you probably can see it. And I wrote this in this kind of situation when I was really wondering who I am for him. Now when we broke up a few years ago, and I was like, we can't be friends, we can't be lovers, you already got a girlfriend, so I can't be that as well, so who am I? Just nobody. That's very pessimistic, I know, but sometimes such things happen. And right now I guess I can ask myself the same question, but I guess we're still friends, and we will always be friends. And maybe I'm his lover, I don't know. Ask him. So this is all that I can tell you about this poem. So this episode is a really short one. And well, if you like to check out how these poems were written in such a graphical kind of way, then I really recommend to check out my YouTube channel. Just search for Alisa Agnes L1S. But if you're subscribed to my channel already, then I guess it's easier for you to find these poems then. And if you like to check out the Polish version, you can do it out there as well. And let me also remind you that these poems that I talked about today were inspired by this kind of feeling that you have when you are betrayed, and it was also inspired by the story of Romeo and Juliet, but it was some kind of alternative story, and it was the previous cycle called Traitorous Romeo, and the Broken Chapter, the next cycle, is the continuation of that. So that first cycle was the very first moment when Juliet finds out that she's not the only one, and the Broken Chapter is just about this very sad reality when you already get used to this, thought that there's somebody else. So it's a really tough thing to be betrayed, as I've already said, and well, I feel like that's all that I can tell you about the cycle and about these poems. So right now I will tell you what to expect in the next episode. So it's the last episode of the month, so in the next month you will learn more about the Broken Chapter poem or who knows what. So this title is a little reference to the title of this whole cycle. And this poem is a really, really long kind of poem, and it kind of looks like a song because of those parts that repeat, but there are a few different kind of choruses, and it doesn't have such a melody typical for music. It's more of a melody meant just for the poetry, but it's some kind of item of a broken heart for me. Anyway, and the second title is If You Wonder What to Do. This poem is also a bit longer, and to be honest, I feel like these two poems are the most essential for this cycle. So I'm really happy to tell you more about this next week. So also, have you seen my official website yet? You can find a blog out there. It's called Get Inspired. I write about these episodes and poetry works of mine, so you can always check it out there. And I also dropped there pieces of my novel, the second book, which is called Laura's Diary, My Awesome Life. And as you already know, I publish podcast episodes which are bonus kind of content about songs from this novel. So if you'd like to check it out, you can also find it on my official website. And if you like to support my little business, then you can check out my store. There are so many items inspired by my books, but you can also find my books out there. Some signed copies and ebooks and published versions of these books. So I really recommend to check it out, and if there's any discount code, you can find it probably on my blog as well, because I usually write about this on my blog. So I also really recommend to subscribe to my official website so you can get all posts right on your email, I think that's all that I needed to say, and this way this episode got really long, I guess, and there were some additional things that maybe you don't remember or maybe you don't know, so now you know. And in the next month we will continue talking about poetry and about songs, so you know now everything, so I can only tell you until the next time. Yep. Bye.